Sup nerds, today we have Ruin Mode Turbo versus Greymon Toolbox. I'm on the die roll, so I'm going first to hatch Koro, Evo into Agu, and then play Agu, get my Scourge on, add the Geo. Well, hatches, Evo's into Agu, Evo's into Greymon, and Evo's into Metal, pass me 2. Evo into Geo for 2, activate his effect to play Marcus, tap Marcus to gain a memory. And something you really want to be able to play around in this matchup is Raid. BT12 Raid WarGreymon specifically. So I just swung just to make sure I don't leave anything unsuspended on my field. On the off chance he can sneak out an Evo for some reason. Because he could be playing, well, I guess he couldn't activate Grav Crush, but you know, Metal X into Grav Crush would probably be a pretty big punish. So he plays Tie to pass turn. I promote, gain a memory from my Geo. Evo into Rise for 3, activate effect, play Marcus. And then I Evo into Shine for 4, activate Shine's effect, suspend both Tamers. I gain a memory, draw 2 cards, and then trigger Marcus to Evo into Ruin Mode for free. And then he goes to 3 from Tie, so he's minus 5k on his fields. That's the reason why I left things unsuspended on my field this turn, is because his WarGrey would be, what, 15? It'd be like 12k, and he could only raid into my Ruin Mode, so he just couldn't do anything. LOL. So Will's in a bit of a predicament. Ruin Mode's a good card. Alright, so Will is just forced to hard pass. LOL. So I hatch again, pay 1 for Marcus, Evo and Agu and raising. And what's funny is if he wasn't able to do anything on his last turn, the Ruin Mode effect I'm about to hit him with is going to basically time walk him again, which is pretty nice. So I play Physical Training for 2. I add the Geo to hand. I already have 2 more BT2 shines, so I don't need any more. So I swing with Marcus, draw 2 cards, trigger Marcus effect, Evo into Rise, and then Rise effect, play Marcus for free. And then 3k 1 check. He does die. And then swing with Ruin Mode. He survives, deletes himself, recovers. Now he's minus 5k again. LOL. Will could have played a Digimon, but he would have been able to get the search, but it would have immediately died. I feel like it might have been worth it to play something off of the Greymon effect. So I swing with Rise, just to play around Raid. I don't want to leave something small unsuspended. That would be my highest DP. Do check a Tie, which is a bit of a bother, but not a huge deal. Then I Evo into Shine for 4, tap both Marcuses, gain 2 memory, and then he goes to 3 from Tie. So he promotes. He is minus 5k. Evo's into WarGrey for 3. Gains memory from the Tie Kamiya. So he is 15, 16, 17, 18, 13k. So he's 13k for 1, 2, 3, 4 checks. He doesn't have piercing, so he does swing into my security instead of my shine. Does survive all of them. He only dies to Ruin Mode at 13k. I feel like he probably should have swung over my ShineGreymon, but you know. So he just hard passes again and reboots. So he's blocker, and he goes to 16k because he loses the Ruin Mode debuff, and the Agumon goes away. So I promote, trigger Agumon's effect to treat Marcus as a Digimon for the turn. Pop the physical, Evo into Geo for 0. Pop the other training, Evo into Rise for 1. Effect of Rise, I will play another Marcus. And I don't want to give him the ability to block. There's no reason for me to let him have that ability. So I just Evo into Shine for 4, suspend all my Tamers, minus 12k, draw from my Inheritables, gain 3 memory, and minus him by another 9k, and then swing for 2 checks, and then swing for game. So I do take game 1. Let's go. Ruin Mode's a pretty good card. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in the deck list of my Ruin Mode Turbo, the link will be in the pinned comment below. Alright, and Will chooses to go first for game 2. Hatches his Koro, Evos into Agu, and then plays Taikamiya for 4. I hatch my one of Koromon. Evo into Agu. And there is one difference from this list versus the deck profile on the channel is I added a 5th Tama, the BT4 Koromon. That's specifically for the yellow vaccine matchup. You'll never hatch the 5th Tama against pretty much any other deck. So Evo into Geo, and then just hard play Marcus for 5. He promotes, triggers Agumon's effect, Evos into Greymon for free. Seems okay. Evos into Metal for 3, goes to 0. Then plays another Agumon for 3. I'm in a bit of a pickle. I desperately need to find a Mega. I have double Ruin mode and level 5s. I just don't have any Megas. So Evo into Rise for 3, and then just hard pass. A bit awk for your boy. So he hatches Koro, triggers Agu, beginning of main, Evos into Greymon for 0. I don't promote because I just get bodied by his stuff, because obviously he's playing raid.deck. Evos into WarGreymon Ace for 3. So he is, what, 13k for 1 check. So he swings security, draws from Koro, checks, and then unsuspends. And this is something that people often miss when they build this deck, is Will forgets that WarGreymon Ace is black, so he doesn't get the extra check from the Taikamiya. So something to keep in mind if you do play the Ace WarGreymon. So he swings again, survives again. And then Evos into Metal to pass turn. And I'm going to play around the WarGreymon Ace like if he has a second one in his hand. So I promote, finally rip a Mega, let's go. Needed that to happen. So Evo into Shine for 4, tap Marcus, minus the Metal to minus him by 4k, trigger Marcus to minus him by another 3k and gain a memory, and then my Inheritables finish him off. And I am 12k. I swing over him, minus 1k from the Koro, but it's unnecessary, and then I gain 4 off of the Overflow. Let's get it. I'm thinking if I want to Evo into Ruin mode or not, because it seems kind of like a waste since he obviously doesn't have a rookie in his hand. I don't want to just blow my Ruin mode effect, so I just hard play Geo. And then I Evo into Rise for 3, and no Tamer to play unfortunately, but not a big deal. So he draws a rookie, Evos into Greymon, and then Evos into Metal, then I go to 3. And draw for turn, hatch. So I activate Physical Training, get my Scourge on. I do hit a rookie, which is good for me. Evo into that rookie. Rip a BT12 Marcus, which is pretty nice. So I swing with Rise for 7k. Check X antibody, so I lose a memory and Forge. And then I Evo into Ruin mode for 4, minus 5k on his whole board. Obviously, if he triggers Raid, he would have to raid into my Ruin mode and just die. LOL. So Will hard plays a Metal Greymon to set me to 3. I'm under the assumption he has an Ace WarGreymon in his hand, so I'm going to play around that. So I promote, trigger Agumon's effect to have Marcus treated as a Digimon for the turn. And my Inheritables are actually just going to let me just delete that Metal Greymon before he gets a chance to do anything. So I swing with Marcus, minus 3k gain a memory, and then finish him off by my other Inheritables. So that Metal Greymon is gone. 3k 1 check. He does get deleted, but my Rise Greymon Inheritable lets me recover him into my security. I pop Training, Evo into Geo for 2, activate Geo's effect, play a Marcus for free, let's go. Seems fair. Swing security for 15k 1 check, survive the check, delete himself, recover, and hatch. I did that because you have to have a Tamer in play to trigger the hatching. And I definitely wanted to be able to hatch again, so Evo into Agu. And so Will's minus 5k on his board again. Evo into Geo for 2. Sadly, I didn't see another BT2 Shine here because I could have just gone into another Ruin mode and set him to 4 memory. And guarantee that he couldn't even promote. So I swing security with Rise, survive. Swing security with Geo. I do die to that. But now I don't have anything unsuspended, so I'm not playing into Raid, which is nice. I just play another Marcus, set him to 4. That's how you lose versus this deck, is you leave something unsuspended and they just can randomly OTK you. So he promotes, Evos into WarGreymon. WarGreymon is 10k for 1, 2, 3, 4 checks. So Will swings through my WarGreymon, piercing for 4 checks at 10k. And first check 11k. Sag, it does die immediately. And then he scoops because obviously he can't do anything. So GG's to Will. We do take it 2-0. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.